We're here in Garden Ridge, Texas, and if you're looking for at least 1 acre property site in a luxury home price range in an area that is a guard-gated community, then you should keep watching. The other thing is the tax rate is only 1.4, so you get much more bang for your buck. You're within 15-20 minutes, and this floor plan in particular is what I would say for multi-generational use. It has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and it has a very flexible common area that can be moved around. And if you stay till the end, I'll show you one of the best parts about the house and also the neighborhood. So this house isn't completely done, as you can see, but it is well into the build. I would say about 30 days from completion, but at least for the most part, you can see exactly where all the finishes are gonna be. And then obviously there's gonna be a punch list. What I like about this is that the builder already started a punch list, which is rare in these areas to have a builder blue tape and correct things before the agent or the client goes and blue tapes it as well. So let's go check it out. Sometimes when you come into these homes, you'll have a really nice hallway and then it opens it up to this beautiful floor plan. But I feel like in this house, it just kind of reveals as soon as you walk in. Some people hate that, some people love it. So in this plan, I think it is nice. It does optimize the square feet, so you don't have any wasted space with hallways. But then again, it just kind of reveals itself as you come in. So the front room is essentially an ensuite. I really, really love the color schemes in this bathrooms. I think they did a really good job. I don't love carpets in the bedrooms. I just think that, you can't find that flooring probably anymore. And it's, with the sun hitting it and it's setting, it's gonna be really hard to find. So these 2 bedrooms does have its own bathrooms on each. So each is a ensuite. And what I don't like about this is the half bath, which is typically in the entrance, is all the way on the other side. So before we get into the primary bedroom, we're gonna go into the guest areas of the house and then finish off there. What I really like about this is this single tray ceilings. Tray, get it? Funny? Okay. So the single tray ceilings is nice, but I would color this top to make it really, really pop. So I do like the bigger fireplace. What most of these homes in this community have is tile that goes all the way up. Just adds to the character of the house. It makes it a little bit different because every one of these is a different style, different color scheme. So here you have an ensuite also that is a bedroom. Then you have this kind of flex space. This could be if you have one young child, or if you have this as an office, and then a bedroom here if somebody else works from home. There's multi-purpose of this kind of room, but it is a little unique. So on this side, we have the garage and then the pantry and then the kitchen. So I really, really love what they did with this island, matching the dining room cabinetry, and they love the glass that's there. I think they should have done cabinetry on the bottom. I know I've said that in other videos, but it is so essential to have it just as storage because kind of a wasted space in this beautiful kitchen. One really important thing that I look for when I shop around with my private clients is to have this centerpiece one island. So a lot of times they'll take the quartz and they'll mesh 2 pieces together. But when you have this natural stone that goes through, it doesn't mesh the same once it's in 2 different pieces. So that's super important. Also, this electrical outlet here is kind of dated. So if I'm buying a $1 million home, I would not recommend this, only because now they make quartz that the charger is on the bottom of this quartz. So I can put my phone here and it'll charge and you won't see anything different for the outlet. That's kind of a new thing that's out. Highly recommend it because the latest technology, obviously you live here 5-10 years, hopefully more, then that's where the technology should catch up. So you have glass here, which is really nice. They're gonna have a hood vent here. Obviously we're still about 30 days from completion, and we're going to check out, one thing I wanna point out. So by code, you have to have egress and ingress access from all rooms of the house. But I do wish that they did singles. So when you have this hard line, like when are you actually gonna open these windows? Never. You're never gonna open these windows because it's hot in Texas, and if it's not hot, it's cold. There's really no in between. So having this kind of a little bit of an eyesore, I mean, if you're spending this kind of money. So I would do the solid glass windows, super nice. So let's go into the master. So this has a single tray ceiling, and it is painted. They pretty much overheard me saying that. I had no idea it was painted. I didn't really remember that, but that's a really nice feature. You have the bay windows that kind of bump out, just gives the primary a little character. So the primary bath, I love that it has the two separate closets. The separation is really nice because you have two people living in here, and the his and her is nice to have. Then you have the separate vanities, so it has its own access. What I don't love about this is the shower's a little tight. So this door frame is a little smaller. I mean, I'm a pretty normal sized dude, but I still kind of have to do this. I know there's a damn bucket in the way, but it's a little tight. So for two people showering at the same time, just a little small. But I do like, oh boy, that the tile goes all the way up, which really draws the eye up into that normal progression. And then the soaking tub standalone is really nice. Then you have the toilet in the closet. So we're gonna go back out. Now, the reason this could be a multi-generational house is because the primary is just off of another bedroom. And this could also be an office, or it could be a baby's room. So here you have a closet, you have a half bath. So guests have to go from that common area through this to the half bath. That's kind of weird. But it may be okay for some people if everything else checks out. So this has another nice little feature, and then has just a closet there. So one really cool thing about this community in general is you have the schools within 10 minutes, that's elementary school, high school. This community is big into sports. There's a lot of stadiums that are local around here. There's a lot of meetups, and also there's not a lot of development. So this particular neighborhood in Garden Ridge doesn't have much push for development because the residents here do not want it. Even something as simple as, hey, we want to be able to go-kart or have golf carts in the Garden Ridge community, and there's been a pushback. I think it'll get passed, you know, if it goes through city council, but it's little things like that that really don't want a lot of development if you're looking for that type of lifestyle. This community in general is the only luxury new home community in the entire city of Garden Ridge that is in this price range. There's one other that is new homes that is probably in the 700s. It's half acre, not a full acre. And there's a little bit of a difference in build quality, as you can tell, because of the price range. So I'm not gonna go outside because the bobcat is running up and down, but you can see that it is full of cedar trees. That's for privacy. You have some oaks in the very back, and this is one of those that will really be for somebody that wants that privacy and wants to be kind of secluded in these areas. It doesn't have a lot of neighbors around you, so the privacy really does help. So this is the second home that's available in this community, and they just opened up a second phase where all the lots sold out within a few days. And this second phase is basically hill country views. There's 2 acre lots. And so these builders will build any kind of custom plan that you are thinking of. And I personally helped at least 2 families get into this neighborhood. It's only been around a year, and it is one of them that I'm not gonna say is my favorite, but it is pretty close. So if you're looking to move in the San Antonio area, I'd love to be the realtor of choice. Shoot me a message.